I'm going to start off by apologizing. I might break down in tears or be unable to speak from time to time. I'm sorry. I just can't help it. I cry all the time now. I just can't stop. I know, this is a play. What are you, the audience, supposed to do if either of those things happen? I guess you'll just have to remember that... No. You know what? Consider this good practice for you. Practice sitting with others while they go through something difficult. It's called holding space. More people could use some practice holding space for others. When people go through dark times, they need someone to be able to sit with their pain. I'll tell you more about that later because, to tell you the truth, it makes me angry to think about how bad most people are at holding space. 2 weeks ago, my husband, my best friend Joey, died suddenly on his 60th birthday. It's the biggest tragedy that has ever happened to me. And believe me, I've been through some pretty rough shit in my lifetime. I was in and out of foster homes growing up in Queens. At one point, I did reconnect with my birth mother, and she's been in and out of my life. Sometimes she just pisses me off, and I have to cut her out again. So I know rough times, and I know how to get through them. But this time, I just don't know how I will get over it. I love him so much. I just want him back. I will never get over this. I have nobody. I just feel the depression all through my body. This is the worst tragedy of my life. How could he do this? I lost my best friend. I am so alone. Joey and I met in high school and got married right after we graduated. It would have been 36 years this year. 36 years. I thought we would make it to 50 years or more. We were supposed to grow old together. My friends say, "Oh, Nancy, I'm so sorry for your loss. We miss Joey too, but you're strong. You'll get through this." Get through this? Why do my friends, or should I say supposed friends, keep saying I'll get through this? I will never get through this. Oh my God. I just want him back. He killed himself, you know. I was sitting right here in the living room. I had left him in the bedroom. I thought it was strange that he was sitting on the floor and didn't want help getting back into bed. Why did I leave him there? It's all my fault. I should have known. When I heard the shot, I just went into shock. Both my husband and my son have always kept guns in the house, and I never thought anything about it. Then I found myself in the bedroom screaming, "Why? Why? Why?" I thought about calling 911, but it was too late. I knew he was dead. It's all my fault. It's all my fault. I should have never left him alone in the bedroom. I cry so much. I could be having a normal conversation and I burst into tears. I feel the depression in every part of my body. My therapist said, I can assure you your responses are well within normal range. Your emotions are valid. Well, I guess I'm normal. Big fucking deal. I just want him back. I mean, I know his health was getting bad. So was mine. But we finally had our dream home in North Carolina, where we were going to grow old together. It's so much warmer here, and there's all the damn snow you get in Buffalo where we had been living. Here in North Carolina, we were even able to update things this past year. We put a deck out back and we used to barbecue and relax together. It's so beautiful here. You can sit outside and feel good. My bones could not take all that cold. And you know, Joey was proud of me because I quit smoking, and we were going to have a big celebration in a few months because it will be 10 years since I quit. I wish he had killed me first. You know, Joey knew how much I loved White Castle burgers. 2 weeks before he died, he made sure to take me to this new restaurant that has hamburgers like White Castle. Not White Castle, but like it. That's how Joey was. He always wanted me to be happy. He loved me so much. I feel so alone now. My friends say, Joey sure did love you. Try to stay focused on all the good times you had. He wouldn't want you to be so sad, Nancy. How the hell would any of them know what he would want or how I should feel? Of all the friends I thought I had, most of them don't keep in touch or reach out. They post on my Facebook these stupid things to make themselves feel better. Only 2 of my friends are really there for me. I can say how I really feel without being told to get over it or that he's in a better place. I want to be in that better place. I've tried to stop saying that in front of my son. Joseph is a grown man, but he did just lose his dad. Thank goodness I have him and my cat, Bartholomew. I don't know what I would do without them. People keep telling me that I have to start living again. I tried to get back into life before this tragedy happened. I went to bingo every Thursday night. I even had a reserved spot to sit. Joey used to drive me there and then just go for a ride while I played. I loved the food there and I could handle 10 boards at the same time. It used to be so much fun. Used to be. But how can I go back there? They knew Joey. I just have to answer their stupid questions and make them feel better. And what if I start crying in the middle of a game? How the hell am I supposed to just get back into life? It's been 6 months. I barely leave the house. I spend most of the day sitting here on my couch. I sleep here too. I won't go into our bedroom because that's where he killed himself. I don't feel well. I'm a diabetic and have a long list of other illnesses. I just never feel good. Even before Joey died, I just never felt good. I want a cigarette so bad. But I am so close to the 10-year mark. I am really trying. Joey was so proud of me. I quit smoking because we were in a head-on collision 10 years ago. I fractured my hip and broke some ribs. I eventually had a hip replacement, but, it made things worse. It just doesn't make sense. I thought the surgery was supposed to help. It didn't. I use a cane and I am in constant pain. I wish he had killed me first. It would have been better that way. We could be together. My son, Joseph, he really tries. Lately, he has gotten me to go to a few places we used to love visiting when Joey was alive. Amusement parks, zoos, and things like that. I don't go on the rides and I need a scooter to get around, but it's nice to be outside and enjoy the food. I'm glad Joseph has a girlfriend now. She'll be able to take care of him when I'm gone. Years ago, Joseph's friend died by suicide. This girl was 17 and was being abused by her father. I remember wondering, how could someone do that to themselves? No matter how bad life is, there's always hope. But now I understand. Sometimes there is no hope. Just pain. Agonizing, inescapable pain. Well, it's been almost a year since I lost Joey to this tragedy. I've been trying. It took a long time to get the medical and mental health appointments I needed. I go to a therapist, a psychiatrist, and various doctors. I have my 2 friends that I speak with regularly. One of them reminded me that when we don't sleep, our emotions become worse. That's so true. I just keep getting worse. I can't sleep. The first psychiatrist I went to was awful. It turns out he put me on an antidepressant that you can't take if you're diabetic. He never even asked me my medical history. The one I am seeing now is much more on top of things. Of course, they always ask you if you are suicidal. Who would be stupid enough to answer yes to that? I hope the medications he gave me will help with my depression and sleep. I asked him about support groups, and he said I wasn't ready for a group. I don't know. I guess he's right. But I feel so alone. I just sit on my couch all day except going out for medical appointments. My walking is worse than before the hip replacement. My sugar has been really bad. Since I don't sleep, I can't think straight and keep track of taking my insulin. I'm trying everything. I even tried meditation, but all that did was make me cry. I did start sitting outside for a little while every day. On the deck we were finally able to build when we did the updates. Where Joey used to barbecue hamburgers for us. I am trying. This is just so hard. I wish I could sleep. I just miss him so much. I can't wait to be with him again. I still can't believe he's gone. that he killed himself. Death by suicide. Nobody wants to talk about that. Well, I guess that's not completely true. I have 2 friends that I talk to at least once a week. They're both good listeners, Hannah and Lisa. They don't tell me how to feel, but they encourage me to find small ways to get back into life. Hannah is so funny. Sometimes she goes on a tirade because she thinks I should have gotten more help. Why the hell wasn't there a case manager assigned to you when Joey died by suicide? That is just so wrong. There are all these programs about preventing suicide, but nothing when someone loses a loved one to suicide. Why did you have to wait so long to see a therapist and psychiatrist? And even when you did, you got that piece of shit that gave you the wrong medication. She's so funny. But she's right, you know. Why was I left alone to deal with this? Both Hannah and Lisa live far from me. I know they would be present in my life if we lived closer. I really look forward to our video chats.
I can't believe she's gone. Last week when we talked, she seemed good.
I was so shocked when I got the message from Joseph. I had reached out to him because she didn't show up for our weekly call. We had plans to see each other again this summer.
Oh, I loved the video tribute that you made for her. I can't believe she's gone. I mean, I know she kept talking about wanting to be with Joey, but she was trying so hard to find a way forward. And she went to all her appointments and, when she finally got them.
Joseph said her heart just stopped. But I can't help but wonder. The last time we talked, she was still not able to sleep. And I thought it was weird that her psychiatrist doubled her sleeping meds instead of just a small increase. I have to wonder.
It wouldn't be the first time a psychiatrist screwed up. Remember when that one had her on an antidepressant that you can't be on if you're a diabetic?
Oh, yeah, I remember. She was really having a hard time keeping track of her insulin. She was going to talk to her doctor about a pump that does it automatically. Between that and hardly sleeping, she could have made a mistake too.
I thought about that. I guess we'll never know. I remember how she would talk about being with Joey again, and she missed him so badly. She said that you and I were the only ones who didn't tell her to just get over it. And except for us and her son, she was really alone. And you and I live so far away, and Joseph has his girlfriends.
Yep. And she never got the mental or physical help she needed.
No.
I mean, her husband died by suicide. And there were no professionals there to support her.
Suicide is hard to talk about. I know how much Nancy thought that she could have done something for Joey, but I just don't know.
I know I have had suicide ideation a number of times. Most of my friends have. One has even been hospitalized for it. We talked about how it's not that we don't want to be alive. It's just that we want the pain to stop. So we imagine that's what would happen if we were no longer here. But we don't really know, do we?
To be honest, we don't know. I mean, I was raised Christian, so I believe in heaven, but I want to believe that Nancy and Joey are there now, but I have doubts. We don't know what happens when we die. I do know that after Joey died, Nancy was in hell on earth.
Oh, yes, she was. She tortured herself replaying the incident and trying to figure out what she could have done differently. I know we both tried to assure her that she could not have changed the outcome, that she did nothing wrong.
No.
And we really don't know what happens when we die. I don't believe in heaven. But I believe the soul continues. But what actually happens? Is Joey actually free from pain? Is Nancy?
I miss her. Our weekly chats, our plans to see each other.
Me too. Same. When she visited last summer, she was struggling, but really trying. We had such a nice visit. Real, you know? We talked about everything, just like we did when we were teenagers. Our sons were born about the same time. When they both turned 25, we had a lunch cruise celebration for them. Oh, I was really looking forward to another visit. That was the last time I saw her in person. You know, Joseph and Joanna are engaged.
Yeah, I saw that on social media. I guess it's a good thing, you know? She seems like a good support for him.
Sometimes I think about the death with dignity movement, how more and more states are allowing assisted suicide under very specific circumstances. I don't think Joey would have qualified under the guidelines because he wasn't considered terminally ill. Just makes me think how complex this issue is.
Personally, I think in this case, if things were a little different, then they could have helped. Nancy was trying to take care of him, and her own health was not so great. Maybe if they had gotten an in-home health aide and some help, then Joey wouldn't have felt that he was destined for a nursing home. And if things were a little different, things might have gone different, you know?
I can see that as a possibility. Yet, we don't offer chronically ill and disabled people enough support. Who are we to judge if their quality of life should be acceptable to them? And where were all her local friends from bingo in her neighborhood? Why are people so afraid to be with someone who's grieving?
Death scares people, especially suicide. And I guess most people just don't want to think about it when someone stops showing up places. I mean, I do. When I go to a regular gathering and I notice someone stops showing up, I'm going to make a phone call or, at least a text or email.
Maybe people don't realize that when a person is so overwhelmed with emotions, the last thing they can think to do is to ask for help. Even before Joey died, I'm sure Nancy needed support since she herself was in so much physical pain.
For sure. The lack of support for caregivers is a big deficit, and it really has an impact on quality of life. Well, I'm glad that we had a chance to talk, and I appreciated all those things that you posted about your memories with her. So many good times to remember.
I know how much she valued your friendship. I know how much we both enjoyed talking with her and being with her when we could. There is a hole in my heart, for sure.